Hello everyone, my name is Mayur Ubale. I am an assistant professor in civil department, WIT Solapur. So today we are going to continue with our discussion with design of rapid sand filter part 2. So by the end of this session, student will be able to analyze and design the rapid sand filter in water treatment plant. So earlier we had discussed the 3 points, that is design of filter units, estimation of sand depth and estimation of gravel and size gradation with respect to the above question, that is design a rapid sand filter for the flow rate of 5 million liters per day. So today in this session we are going to study the 3 remaining points, that is design of under drainage system, compute dimension of wash water trough and computation of total depth of filter box. So continuing with our 4th point, we know now the area of each filter, that is 5.5 into 4.05 meter. So totally the area will become 22.275 meter square. So first what we will do, we will give some total area for the percolations which is there in the drainage system at the bottom of the filter unit. So overall what we do is we provide around 0.3% of the total area of filter unit. So what it will become, total area of percolation will be 0.003, that is our 0.3% multiplied by area of filter. So it will become 0.003 multiplied by 22.275 meter square and it will come about 660 centimeter square. So what we will do, this is the total area of perforation. So we will provide or we will assume nearly about 12 mm diameter of perforations. Now what we have to do is we have to provide lateral and manifold, and to do that we will go across a conventional method, that is of total cross sectional area of laterals will be kept twice of the total area of perforations. So the total area of laterals will become 2 into 0.066, which will come about 0.132 meter square. So here you can see in the diagram the laterals have been provided and manifold is provided, but we don't know their specific parameters or specific sizes. So to do that, what we will do, we will come back again to the conventional method and we will keep the area of manifold to be twice as that of total area of laterals. So area of manifold will become 2 into 0.132, which will be equal to 0.264 meter square. Now I know the area of manifold, but I have to calculate the diameter. It will be equal to root of 0.264 multiplied by 4 divided by pi. So it will come about 58 centimeter. So what I will do, I will just provide 60 centimeter, that is slightly greater than that of the value, and I will provide 60 centimeter diameter of manifold, and it will be laid along the length of the filter unit. You can see in the diagram also. Now what I will assume the spacing of laterals to be 15 centimeter. So number of laterals will be calculated as 5.5 meter, that is our breadth, multiply by 100 to convert meter to centimeters and divide by 15 centimeter, which we had assumed, which will be coming about 37. As this 37 will be there on either side of the filter unit, but when we are considering the both sides, we have to multiply it by 2 and it will come about 74 laterals in each filter unit. So the length of lateral will become 4.05, that is the length, minus 0.6, that is the diameter of manifold, divided by 2, which will come about 1.7 meter. So this length on the either side will be 1.7 meters. Let n be the total number of perforations, each of 12 mm diameter in all 74 laterals. So how I can calculate the number of perforations now? I will use n multiplied by pi by 4 d square, that is 12 square is equal to 0.066 multiplied by 1000 square. What is this 1000? I am converting meters to mm, and I am multiplying by another one, that is in the square. So n will come about 584. It means the total number of perforations in all filter unit will be 584. To calculate the number of perforations in each lateral, what I will do, I will divide it by 74. So 584 divided by 74 and it will come about 7.9, or there will be 8 perforations per lateral. To calculate the number of laterals, we had did it, but to calculate the area of laterals, what I will do, I will just multiply it by 8 and multiply it by its total area, that is pi by 4 d square, that is 12 square. So area of perforations per lateral will become 904.8 mm square. So area of each lateral will become twice that of area of perforations per lateral. So it will come about 2 into 904.8, that is 1809.6 mm square. Now to calculate its diameter, the area of the diameter of lateral will become root of 1809.4 multiplied by 4 divided by pi, and it will come about 48 mm. So let us provide 50 mm diameter of lateral. So one lateral will have its diameter of 50 mm and spacing is in between 15 centimeter, that is what we have assumed, and we have calculated each lateral will have 8 perforations of its diameter 12 mm. So in this fashion, all the sizes and all the required content of our lateral and manifold we had did it. Now how to check it? We can divide the length of lateral to the diameter of lateral, and it will come about 1.7 into 1000 divided by 50. It will come about 34, which is very much smaller than 60, so it is okay. We can also calculate the spacing of perforations, that is 1.7 into 100 divided by 8, which is coming about 28.25 centimeters, that is satisfactory. Now let us compute the dimension of wash water trough, which is provided above the sand bed. So first we will assume the rise of water with respect to 60 centimeters per minute, and I will calculate its discharge by that. How I can do it? I will just multiply the 0.6, that is 60 centimeter per minute, multiply by 60, which is converting minutes into hours, and multiplying it by 1, that is per unit area, and it will come about 36 meter cube per hour per meter square. And to calculate the total discharge per filter unit, but not per only 1 meter square, what I will do, I will multiply it by 0.6, multiply by 60, multiply by 4 and multiply by 5.5, that is the area of filter, and it will come about 801.9 meter cube per hour, or 0.22 meter cube per second. So I will provide there will be nearly about 3 troughs in a width of 4 meter. So the spacing of trough will become 4 divided by 3, that is 1.33. So these troughs will be run parallel along the dimension of length of the filter unit. Now as I have no discharge for the total trough, but I am providing 3, so I must know the discharge per trough. So I will divide it by 3 and I will get nearly about 0.0733 meter cube per second. So let us keep the width of the trough to be 40 centimeters, that is 0.4 meter, and I can calculate the depth by using the formula Q is equal to 1.376 B into y raised to 3 by 2. Putting all the values in this equation, I will get 0.0733, that is discharge per trough, is equal to 1.376 multiplied by the width, that is 0.4, multiply by the depth raised to 3 by 2, that is y raised to 3 by 2. By that I will get the value of y to be 0.26 meters or 26 centimeters. So let us keep freeboard above the water trough to be 10 centimeters, that is this part. The distance between the sand bed and the trough, I will keep it as 10 centimeters, and minimum I can keep about 5 centimeters. So total depth of trough will become 26 plus 10, that is 36 centimeters. So let us provide the wash water trough of size 40 centimeters multiplied by 36 centimeters. So let us calculate the final part, that is total depth of filter box. How I can do that? I will just provide the water depth of nearly about 1.2 meters, that is the depth of water above the sand bed at the time of filtration but not at the time of backwash, right? So it will be 1.2 meters, and the freeboard that is above the water depth will be nearly about 0.3 meters. Now I have given all the depth values and I have calculated remaining values. So how I can calculate the total depth of filter box? It will be addition of freeboard, water depth, depth of sand, depth of gravel and depth of under drain. And we have calculated the depth of sand, we have calculated the depth of gravel, we have calculated the depth of under drain. So that will be 0.3 plus 1.2 plus 0.6 plus 0.5 plus 0.3, and it will be coming about 3.2 meters. So the final size of filter unit will be 4 meters multiplied by 5.5 meter multiplied by 3.2 meters. So let us have few review questions. Manifold area is twice as that of the total lateral area. Whether this is true or false. Minimum freeboard provision of wastewater trough will be 3 mm, 5 centimeters, 10 mm or 10 centimeters. Minimum total area of percolation in under drainage system to entire filter area is 0.1%, 0.2%, 0.3% or 0.4%. So let us have its review answers. For the first question, that is manifold area is twice the total lateral area, it is the true sentence. Minimum freeboard provision is always given about 5 centimeters, and minimum total area of percolations in under drainage system to the entire filter area is always provided to be 0.3%. These are the references I have used to make this presentation. Thank you.